Hi, Koopa here. And I wanted to say, hey Rich, how you doing? For people who don't know, Rich is Rich Allen, and he's better known on YouTube as Shock of God. And this will make my 5th video response to you, and I hope that you don't mind. I kind of, like the whole thing of, you know, proving that your disinformation strategy doesn't work. Okay? You did a little video a couple days ago called "The Republicans Blocked the Military Gay Ban." You know what? For a lot of people, just so you know, that is actually true. On Tuesday was the big, huge vote to repeal Don't Ask, Don't Tell. Now, the Senate, when it was brought up to them, when the final vote came in, it was 56 to 43, which means that they needed 4 more senators to hit 60 and therefore allow the vote to stand. Okay? Now, here's what Rich is not busy telling you. Okay? The bill stalled at 56 to 43 vote, 4 votes short of the 60 votes needed to overcome the Republican opposition. Senator Majority Leader Harry Reid, a Democrat from Nevada, changed his vote to no as a tactical move, allowing him to bring the measure up later. Okay? And that measure will be brought up later in the Senate votes at November 2nd. So that's going to be a couple months from now. Actually, it's September, October, November. Yeah, so in a little over 2 months. Actually, wait, no, it's not even 2 months. And so that's like, about less than a month and a half. So what Shock posted, Rich, I'm not even going to afford him the luxury of being called Shock. His name's Rich. And what he posted was that it was blocked, Obama had been defeated. This is not the case. This is not the case at all. Rich is using what is called disinformation strategy. Okay, and this is meant to, when it is put out there for people to see it, they see what looks like legitimate information that is withholding key elements. Okay? And the best way that he could think to do this was to do this quick, short, 22-second video about how the Republicans blocked the Democrats from repealing Don't Ask, Don't Tell, and that Obama was defeated. This is a very common tactic for Rich, okay? Because, in his mind, it has to be a defeat. It has to be, we won, you lost. That is not the case here at all. What happened, what truly happened, because as I told you before, Rich, I'm going to do what I can to stop you. Period. Okay? You can block me all you want, but you got plenty of people for me to make sure that your people, your subscribers, the other people that possibly believe in what you say, actually hear what the legitimate truth and news is on the particular subjects. So what really happened, like I said, is that the people that were voting to block it barely blocked the bill. And Harry Reid, the Senate Majority Leader, decided, as it's disappointing to see that he changed his vote, but when he did it as a tactical standpoint, so therefore the vote could be brought up again, because like I said, those that were trying to block it, they lost the just a lot of things they were trying to do. They got 43 people to vote for them and stuff. What was needed to block by all the Senate laws and things like that was 60. And there were enough senators that people, like Lady Gaga or me or anybody else, when we tried to get hold of our senators and whatnot, we needed 4 more people. I mean, just that tiny little bit of effort. And repealing Don't Ask, Don't Tell would have gone through on Tuesday. We gotta wait a little bit. Yeah, but you know what? People that are, gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgendered, we're patient. We'll wait. We don't have a problem with this. So it definitely does come down to the very simple little fact that, yes, Don't Ask, Don't Tell was repealed by 4 whole whopping votes, but it's coming back. And when it comes back, like I said, it was 4 votes that blocked it. Okay? In November 2nd, it's going to take a lot more, because there's the senators and stuff. When November 2nd comes along, they've got a lot of stuff to worry about, and Don't Ask, Don't Tell is going to be on that particular voting session in terms of things that people are going to be voting on and voting for their particular senators as a voting issue. Okay? And the way politics swing, I mean, it's not even funny and stuff. And, it's a very, very strong thing that when it gets brought up, people are just going to be basically looking at it as, there are American citizens, gay or straight, it doesn't matter, that want to serve America. And Don't Ask, Don't Tell is the biggest opposition in their way for them to serve. And this whole little video thing he did with like some high-ranking general in the military and whatnot, he didn't say it was a danger. Like I said, this is a disinformation strategy by Rich, so that way he can make himself look better and look more positive, because, ooh, Don't Ask, Don't Tell got blocked by the Republicans on Tuesday. He's just making it look like he backed the winning horse and trying to make it look like that he had, oh, I knew it was going to happen all along. Here, let me explain to you why, which is a bullshit thing, because he won't be able to explain to you why. So, but like I said, needless to say, we're willing to wait. Okay? We've only got to wait, like I said, about a month and a half, and it's going to come back up again. So it was not blocked, in terms of permanently just it is now off the table. It's coming back November 2nd. And I'm definitely interested in seeing how things are going to go then. And definitely also very, very interested in knowing how things, when it comes to such a huge voting point, to where a lot of these guys are going to be trying to keep their jobs, because at this particular point, November 2nd is when like a lot of issues are going to pop up, and when people start voting and whatnot, we're going to start seeing changes in Senate and congressional seats. So, just remember that, like I said, Don't Ask, Don't Tell was blocked, but very, very slimly. And on top of that, it's coming back. So, with Rich, don't worry about his bullshit and whatnot. Yeah, he's focusing on the fact that it was blocked, and that's all he's willing to say about it, because he wants you to think it's said and done. It's not. So, and like I said, I'm nobody. I'm a guy with 14 subscribers. But when somebody comes along and tries to feed you such a line of fucking bullshit, and the fact that something as important as people having the right to serve in the United States military, whatever branch, it doesn't matter, and a simple policy is going to try to keep them out, which has finally had light shine onto it, and the fact that this policy is wrong and whatnot, guys like Rich are going to be the ones that show up and try to stop you, try to keep you from thinking, and try to keep you thinking that, this is the way it needs to be. This is not the way it needs to be. What needs to be done is don't ask, don't tell, needs to be repealed, and when it goes down, it needs to go down in a huge, massive, fiery ball. Because, the people that want to serve, they deserve the right to serve as anybody else. And like I said, I'll be damned if idiots like Rich is going to succeed with his little disinformation strategy. Remember, this is coming back. It's coming back November 2nd. And like I said, Rich, I'll just let you know, progress always continues. People like you are a speed bump in progress's way. And like I said, a lot of us in the gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender community, we're patient. We will gladly wait until we get our confirmation. And hopefully we'll get it November 2nd. See you all later.